Alright guys, here we are, finally ready to rock and roll here in Missouri. We've looked at it on a just Onyx. We're going to go down here. There's a big open pasture and a big travel corridor where multiple fingers of woods kind of all come together. It's our first night here. We've never hunted this piece of property. It's private ground, but never been here, but we got a little bit of intel at lunch. So we're going to go down here. We're going to set up this evening most likely for like an observation set. Do a little bit of scouting right down here in this bottom. Wind's up pretty high today, so our noise will be down. We're going to go in there, check out for some scrapes, check for some creek crossings. We're going to set up, hopefully get our eyes on some deer tonight and be able to make a play on getting closer to them if we're not right on top of them. So let's get it done. Flat side so we can see it that way, and this one will face like this. I know we're kind of tucked in, so it's going to limit our shot opportunities at the field, but I really just want to get an idea of how the deer are moving, and this gives us the most visibility. That creek bed's right here behind us. We might be able to see some of that other field too. I just think, as thick as this is in here, we might be able to even call to a deer and bring a deer in too. Alright y'all, as you can tell, it's windy. We probably got a 15-mile-an-hour wind gusting around 20. It's actually set up perfect for this spot. It's blowing our wind right down through this creek draw. What we're anticipating doing, we're bow hunting obviously, but we can see 300 or 400 yards this way, another 150 yards that way. There's a ton of white oaks that are falling on this hardwood ridge right across from us. There's a scrape right out here on this corner. I doctored it up with some nose down bully buck. So what we're anticipating doing tonight more than anything is just getting our eyes on some deer, trying to get an idea of some deer movement, and we will adjust accordingly. But this bottleneck's down right here around this corner, so I could see the deer just naturally moving, you know, along this creek draw and funneling past us. But they're going in all up in these hardwood ridges right here, and they're feeding on these oaks. So we didn't bump anything out of its bed. We were on this side of that CRP, and our wind was blowing this way. So we'll see what happens. It's the first night in Missouri. We got a cold front pushing in. That's why the wind's up. It's supposed to be like 25 degrees tonight, and I am super pumped. And it's freaking smoke time, baby. As you can see, it's daylight. We anticipated coming here about 15 minutes earlier than we are, but we took a little while getting out of the hotel this morning. Yesterday was a really long day. So far, so good. Deer been acting a little frisky this morning, so might as well. Me and Lil D, we're set up in the same spot we were in last night, except there's not a lot of wind today so far, so that's good. We were just watching a doe out here, and I thought she had a yearling with her, but I seen something caught my eye moving, so I put my binoculars up, and it's a really solid 8-point, probably in the 130 range, heavy horns, and he must have been standing down in a dip or something because the body looked a lot smaller than the doe was. But anyway, pretty good action so far this morning. We just got up in the tree, probably. We've been here, 20 minutes? We've been here 20 or 30 minutes, but we got up a little bit late this morning. Took us a minute to get everything going. But we were set up for our first morning hunt in Missouri. We pretty much traveled all day yesterday and the night before. So we left at 10 o'clock at night, got here about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, had some lunch and came straight to the tree. So we drove all through the night, hunted, so we were pretty tired last night. But we're all set up. It's a beautiful cold morning. First cold snap, it's 25 degrees. Already seen some deer, already seen a good buck, so cross our fingers, it's smoke time, baby. Alright, y'all. We are getting set up for the evening hunt. We got down this morning. We moved locations. Can't really say locations. We moved our stand location just to get a little bit closer to where we're seeing all those deer the last evening hunt and the morning hunt. The deer just kept traveling in the same place, so we went and set up around 10, 11 o'clock down there this morning. This evening we're going to hunt a different area just to give that a little bit of a break. There's a big draw that comes in, a bunch of acorns and stuff following. There's scrapes and rubs. It's not too far from the truck. So I do have 2 doe tags, and we were put on Doe Patrol. So hopefully a good buck comes in, but if not, see if we can't let the air out of one this evening. We're gonna go get in the tree, set up our climbers. We'll see y'all up there. So we got there's a big community scrape right here. And we're just gonna be hunting probably, there's no more than about 75 yards on that way. Rubs, scrapes, all throughout here, but this one particular scrape is really much larger than the rest. Several different bucks using it, several different size tracks. And when we came out this morning, I mean, you can see a buck had recently peed in it, so all the ground was still wet. So it's discolored from the rest of it. So we know they're in here, we know they're active. We're gonna hunt close to this sign. I know it's not far from the truck. I mean, we're only gonna be hunting 150, 200 yards from the truck, but hunt where the deer sign is. Got a bunch of white oaks and stuff falling in here. Hopefully this gets their curiosity up and comes in here and he checks this scrape and we get an opportunity at him. Alright guys, we are set up. We're actually in a fence row right here. Where we've been hunting is probably, what do you say, 500 yards that way, roughly. So we're hunting in this fence row, and we've got a big overgrown thicket with a bunch of scrub trees kind of growed up in it over here. Tons of scrapes, rubs, all kinds of stuff over here. So we think the deer are feeding and actually bedding up on a big cedar thicket that's probably 500 or 600 yards from here. They're feeding down through these oaks, working their way down through these bottoms, and heading out to some ag fields on this side. We're doing the same thing on the opposite side of the ridge, but we had a better wind tonight hunting on this side. So we have a setup for this evening with this wind. If the wind switches, we have a setup on the opposite side of the ridge to do the same thing. We've been seeing a ton of deer. Saw a really good buck this morning. Wasn't able to get him on video because he was through a bunch of branches and such. So hopefully we get an opportunity to get a buck tonight. We're not far from the truck, so if we're going to shoot a doe, it'll be a lot easier pulling her in and out from where we are here. So if we get an opportunity at a doe tonight, we're definitely going to take that chance too if we can. So it's only our first full day in Missouri. We hunted an evening hunt last night, hunted this morning. This is our second evening. We've averaged about 10 or 15 deer a hunt, seen one pretty good buck. We've never hunted this property before, so I feel like that's pretty good. We're figuring them out pretty good. We passed by that scrape on the way out this morning and seen fresh pee in it, so we know there's bucks working it. Hopefully everything goes well tonight and we'll get it done. It's freaking smoke time, baby. I want to click this one. This is a money little spot. But I mean, I feel weird not being up higher. But we're in the cover, so. Meh. think we were going to pull that. There was another deer. Did you see the other deer? Yeah, when she turned and ran back, I seen another tail go up. Hey,
Missouri, baby.
Dude, when the landowner wants meat, he gets meat, baby. Dude, she was like 45.
Was she?
Yeah.
God. That's awesome.
I didn't have to do a lot of penetration, didn't look like. It hit that off, I don't know if it hit the offside shoulder or the top of her shoulder.
That's what it looked like, man. Like it coming back. Just drove up.
Yeah. My arrow flew like weird. Come out of there and loop like this, and I went right in front of her chest. I don't know. Alright, y'all, well, y'all saw the hunt go down. I shot that first doe at like 45 yards. Arrow flew like a dart. Smokes are no problem. Well, this other deer comes in at 30. We're going to shoot another doe. And I don't know what happened. As soon as my arrow left my bow, it flew kind of weird. So I didn't know if I clipped a limb or a leaf or whatever. But Worley, my buddy from Movets, he brought the buggy down here. We're fixing to go into this creek and trail her up and get her out of here and put some meat on the table.
This creek's no fun, I'm telling you. It was hanging in the tree?
Yeah, like look, shine that light right there. Yeah, look, I got blood.
I'm coming back where you're at.
Look at that. I got blood all the way up there. See up here? Yeah. I mean, did she go down right here? Look at that. Yeah, she went down right there.
Yeah, there's blood right there.
You got blood on there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right here, look at these leaves.
Yep.
Dude, she literally went straight off the bank right here. How deep? Yeah. I didn't know there was
It's
this
been a
much.
few years since I did that.
I didn't know there was this much water in there.
Me either. I didn't realize there's much water on the farm. Found blood though. Hey, there's blood here.
Oh yeah. She went right off the freaking bank.
Oh. Let me get situated in here so I
You better get solid.
yanked off this wall.
Come on.
What broadheads are you shooting?
2-blade rage.
Good Lord.
Alright guys. Well, y'all saw what happened. I smoked this doe at like 45 yards. That is the first deer I've killed with my Expedition MX-32. It packs a doggone punch, and I have never in my life seen anything like that. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, that's insane. But we're here in Missouri, so I filled my antlerless tag. We're going after a buck in the morning. But right now, Worley's going to drag her out of here. So, you know, he's got a lot of work to do, so we're going to help him do that.
Call the Marines to do the dirty work.
Yeah, call the Marines to do the dirty work. Worley is a VP of an organization called Movets, and it's basically veteran awareness. You know, helps give the veterans something to do, gets them outside, gets them out of their head, and really just just helps people. And we come up and hunted with them a little bit last year, did a duck hunt. But me and Worley been friends.
We did blind sitting.
Yeah, we did do a duck hunt. We sat in blinds and talked a lot. But we have a lot of fun, and it's just he puts all this time in, volunteer time, so we try to come out here and just bring awareness to them. And if there's any veterans in need or anybody who just needs somebody to talk to, reach out to them for sure. But I'm very blessed to have this doe, and I'm super pumped about it, and I can't wait to go after a buck in the morning.
That's First Blood, Missouri, right?
Yeah, First Blood, Missouri.
Sweet.
Yep, first deer I've ever shot in Missouri. So we've got a lot of places to go this year, but this is one of my favorites, that's for sure. We've been trying to set this deer hunt up for like 4 years, and here we are.
Something always happens.
Something always happens, like, you know, people forget people's
Yeah,
photos.
1, 2, 3. Freaky beast.
We just dropped that doe off at Cutting Up Custom Meat Processing. This is insane. This is an awesome processor, man. They do everything here. So if you're in the area, and I forgot what the name of the town is. Hey, what's the name of this town, brother? Leighton. What? Leighton, Missouri. Y'all come check them out. All right, y'all check it out. We're doing an interview with the truck because it's like 19 degrees. It's really cool out this morning, but there's no wind. The stand that we're hunting is like 13 feet off the ground. So when we get in there, we're gonna have to be real still and real quiet. Deer moved like right at daylight yesterday. We are getting in right at twilight, and we're doing that intentionally so we can sneak our way back through this field without using lights, and we can see up ahead of us a little bit. I smoked us a doe last night. Had a nice shooter come in behind us after it got dark. But we're ready to go out there and get it done. This is our second morning hunt here in Missouri. Hopefully we can get it done today, because I'd like to slide over to Kentucky too and try to get a tag filled there. So we're gonna get quiet and hurry up and get our butts in there. We'll see y'all on the tree. Alright, we're in here, we're set up. I gotta be real quiet because we're just so low and it's so calm. It's just trying to keep our noise down here. But basically we're out on the back corner of this pasture, really. It's not really a food plot. It's grown up CRP. But we've noticed night before last and yesterday morning, the deer are cutting across this corner, at this corner, at this corner. So we moved our stand from about 100 yards up that way on the opposite wood line up into this big oak draw. There's a bunch of ravines and ditches and stuff in here. And the deer are just feeding back up into this, going to bed in a big cedar to get up on top of the ridge. Yesterday, it's about 8:30, we started seeing the first deer. Seen a really good buck in that group. We got in pretty clean this morning. I seen one deer run off, but we didn't get blown at or anything like that. So we're gonna settle in, we're gonna get quiet, and hopefully we'll have some deer on top of us pretty soon. May not get a ton of pre-roll of them, but it's gonna be kind of tight. Either way, it's our second morning in Missouri, and we're freaking stoked. Alright, y'all, well, it's about 10:30, and we had really high hopes for this spot this morning. Seen about 10 deer in here yesterday. We were about 100 yards down the field edge and just seen deer crossing like crazy in here. But this morning we had one doe come behind us right after we got in, and that's it. That's all we've seen. It was the coldest morning of the week so far. It's like 19 degrees. Figured deer be up on their feet. The little bucks are starting to push around some does a little bit, getting interested, so we definitely expected a lot more. I think tonight we're going to get back in that stand we were in last night where I shot the doe. We had a bunch of deer in there, a ton of deer, small bucks. Had a real nice shooter come in behind us. But it was too dark to film, so we're going to give that another go. Right now we're going to head to the truck and grab some lunch and get little D out of that saddle. Alright, y'all. Third evening. We're actually going to go sit in the same spot we sat last night. Shot that doe. We had a good buck come in on us last night. It's just too dark to film. So we're going to slide back in there. I'm going to spray some Calm Down on our boots tonight because that doe came in. She hit our ground scent and she kind of got a little squirrely on us. So I'm going to spray down, make sure we got some Calm Down on our boots. I'm actually going to doctor that scrape up with some bully buck as well. Hopefully they keep moving like they're moving. This morning was kind of slow, which was surprising because it was like 19 degrees. Had a real calm, you know, not a lot of wind. Deer weren't moving a whole lot. We seen one doe, and then when we actually got out of the stand, we seen a small buck coming out of the field. So hopefully they get on their feet tonight, start moving around. But we're gonna go in there and try to fill us a buck tag. We're gonna kill a deer today. If you notice, I said a deer. Oh Lord. Smoke time, baby. We don't discriminate. If you're happy and you think it's a trophy, more power to you. We're here to support you. We're here to love on you. We're here to high five you. And we're here to help you eat backstraps. Alright guys, doing a quick interview here at the truck. It's our third morning. I am trying to avoid getting to one of those situations where we're like, it's the last day, baby. Because all the hunting shows that you see on TV are always like, it's the last day. So, I'm going to try not to say it's the last day. It's our last cool morning, really, because it's supposed to get to like 75 today. It's supposed to be 85 tomorrow. It's the last day of the cold front, really. So hope if we get it done today, to be honest. We're going to slip in here, have some fun, and we're going to hang in a little bit later this morning, hang in until about 11 or so, and then we'll probably get aggressive and push into the timber if we have to hunt this afternoon. But right now, we're going to go get in a deer stand. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are settled in, pretty much. Still gonna draw my bow, make sure everything's good. Camera set up, secondary set up, third camera set up. We bumped 2 deer on the way in here. Pretty sure one of them was working that scrape right there. We're excited. Nice cool morning, 31 degrees. It's gonna start getting hot, so hoping we get it done today. Just heard a deer come down in the bank over here. She's closer. Alright y'all, it's 11 o'clock. Starting to get a little warm out, so we're going to get down and take care of this doe. We actually shot this doe for the farm owner, so we shot one for ourselves. We're going to take it back with us. Shot this one for the farm owner. He's going to come in here and get it and cook it to the processor. He should be getting here any minute, but we have no idea what we're going to do this evening. It's supposed to get up to like 75 degrees. We're hunting a transition area in the back with the deer coming out of the hardwoods and working their way to ag fields. So we're considering hunting there, but at the same time, we've seen the biggest buck that we've seen has been here. We've seen deer every single sit that we've been in the stand, and we're not sure which way we're going to go yet. But right now, we're going to get down, take care of a doe, and contemplate life decisions and get something to eat. So, gonna get it, baby. I love shooting does. That's 2 does down on this trip. First 2 deer with my Expedition MX32, and I'm pretty pumped. Got a good trip going so far. Yeah, we shot here this morning about 8:30. They took forever getting in here on us. I don't even know if my Tacticam worked because it was recording for so long. I think it filled my memory card up. But the landowner here, we were talking yesterday, and he said, you know, he has a couple people come and hunt this place, and nobody ever wants to shoot does. So we were like, well, shoot, we'll put some does in the freezer. And he's like, you know, I'll take some does. I'd like some meat. So when we shot that one yesterday, we had it processed for us, and then this one came in this morning, and I looked at Lil D, and I said, if she comes in here nice and close and gives me a good shot, you know, I'm gonna take that opportunity and put this one on the ground for him. How things have changed. It's 75 degrees outside now. The cold front has pushed through. They got a small heat wave coming through for a couple days. Then it's gonna get cold again, but it's not gonna get cold again while we're here. So we're actually going to set in the lock-on stand back there in the back that we hunted earlier this week. Basically, it's a big hardwood ridge that drops off into a bottom that leads back to some standing bean field. So while that stuff is still standing, I'm sure the deer are feeding in it pretty heavy, but there's a bunch of oaks and stuff up above us, so they're kind of coming out of the thick stuff, browsing through those oaks and working their way, you know, back to that field. So we're hoping we're setting up in that spot so we can catch some deer movement before it gets too dark. Just with this hot weather like this, they move late, so we're a little bit closer to a bedding area with that setup. So we're gonna try to set up there tonight and see if we can't get a buck coming in. I've already filled my 2 doe tags, or 2 doe tags. I can purchase others, but we're gonna try to hold off on a doe tonight and see if we cannot whack our buck this evening so we can start working our way back toward Georgia. Anyway, I'm gonna leave my jacket off. Brought it with me, got it in my pack, got my bow on my back. We got about a 700 or 800 yard walk back in there. We're gonna slip in. It's gonna be nice and quiet though, because we got some pretty good wind. They're not gonna hear us coming through, so we'll see what happens. Okay guys, we've cruised our way into we've only got like a day left to hunt tomorrow. The weather has gone crazy. It is gonna be 85 degrees today at the end of October. The wind is up, it's about 50 degrees right now, so we're gonna do something a little old school and just kind of have some fun this morning. You know, we don't have to kill a big giant buck. I'd love to kill a nice buck, don't get me wrong, but we're having a blast as it is. I've got a couple of does down. We're gonna actually slip up through this hardwood draw right here. There's a big cedar thicket up on top. So we're gonna slip up through there. We're gonna just hunt on the ground, in a laydown, no ground blind, just kind of old school, have fun. And if I get the opportunity to shoot a doe, I'm gonna shoot a doe because that'd be just freaking awesome off the ground. And then hopefully we get an opportunity to shoot a buck. But that's what we love about hunting. We just love that you can do it all kinds of different ways. You can hunt on the ground, you can hunt at a box stand, you can sit and wait, you can go after them, you can spot and stalk. If you can't have fun hunting, you just can't have fun. So hopefully we slip up there and it happens this morning. Either way, we're gonna have a good time. Yeah. Okay guys, we're set up. Bow's in the tree. It is really windy this afternoon, probably 15-20 mile an hour winds off and on. So it's making it not too terrible as far as heat. Got a big creek back here behind us, and it's the only spot in the creek that's really holding any water. Now, other than that, it's pretty much just a big ditch. So our thought process was, we've seen several deer in here. We've seen deer in here every single hunt. I think the least amount of deer we've seen in here is like 6. Whether it's morning or evening, didn't really matter. We got a big hardwood ridge right here on this side. A ton of thick underbrush and bedding cover right in front of us. And behind us we got a creek about 50 yards that's holding water. So we figured what better place to set up and finish off our hunt here. So we have harvested some does and we are having a blast. I would love to shoot a buck, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy hunting all the same. I enjoy spending time up here with Mo vets It's not always all about killing a big rack deer. It's always it's about spending time with your family and enjoying friends. Shooting a buck if you get the opportunity. But the landowner wanted some meat for the freezer, and they have a surplus of does here because the people that come out here and hunt don't want to shoot does. Everybody just wants to shoot a buck. So we're like, shoot, we'll buy some extra doe tags and we will shoot as many does as you want us to shoot. So that's what we're doing. We are harvesting does, and if we have the opportunity at a buck, awesome. If not, awesome. Regardless, we've had a blast this week. We get to make the long drive home tomorrow, but I got a weird feeling about tonight. It's really hot. I don't expect the deer to move until real late, if we see them at all. Either way, we're in God's country and we're having an awesome time. Thank y'all for watching Smoke Time. Alright guys, it's the day we've been waiting for. The last day of the hunt, last time in the tree stand. Doesn't everybody kill on this day? We're supposed to kill because it's the last day, right? I think that's how it always works. So we just waited till the last day, and then we decided we were going to jump in the tree, and everybody kills on the last day. So it's perfect. Not really. We have been hard at it this week. We've been having a blast. We've been harvesting some does for the landowner. It is our last morning. We're going to start packing everything up around 9, 10 o'clock. Heading back to Georgia. I'll be home for 2 or 3 days, and then I'll be in South Georgia on a hunt. I know Little D's after a big double main beam buck, so we're going to go in here, have some fun. We just want to say thank you very much to Movets for letting us come out here and have a good time. My buddy Worley's really looking out for us. Thank y'all for watching the show, but right now we're going to go up there. We got one more doe tag, one more buck tag, and we're going to try to fill them both this morning. Alright guys, we've had an awesome week up here in Missouri. Ton of fun, seen a few shooters. Didn't get an opportunity to shoot a mature buck, but we've seen several different bucks, a bunch of small bucks. Seen some more small bucks this morning. Worley is on his way now. He's the VP of Movets and one of my best friends, and y'all should really check out Movets, support them any way you can, because that's an awesome organization. We did some bird hunting, did some duck hunting, did some deer hunting. Helped them with some doe management this week. We had an absolute blast and loved every minute of it. We're still in the tree, so I'm in hunting mode, but we had an awesome time. Absolutely loved it. It's killing me. I keep looking around like, God, where are they at? Hunt to the last minute, baby.